Hey everybody, J Bus 79, and here with a match of X-Wing between Arctic on the left and myself on the right. And start the timer. Alright, so let's go over the lists. Arctic is playing with three T-70s, Poe Dameron, Ian Nub, and Elo Asti. Uh, and apparently the underslung blaster cannon is not on there because this is the last time we played right before the point update. And apparently, when he gave me the list, it now has unslung blaster cannon. Uh, so yeah, I accidentally put those on, but I'm not going to take them off because that's what the build is now. So, uh, back to the build. So he's got Poe Dameron with Heroic or for Astromech, advanced optics, shield upgrade, and of course S foils on everybody. Mr. Nub has heroic R4 pattern analyzer because he wants to be in there. Remember at range 1 to drop the stress and then essentially get 2 actions with his S foils also. And Elo, the most naked of the three, has heroic and his S foils on him. Over to myself, I am playing Countess Ryad with marksmanship. Seventh Sister with the X-23 thread tracers on, and Echo with outmaneuver, collision detector, and fifth brother. And of course, mine is not technically legal now because the thread tracers have gone up and doubled in points, which, you know, uh, except for a few people, you really can't complain that the thread tracers went up. I mean, they're just too good, especially for swarms. And really, paying 4 points, you'd still put them in a build. You'd find a way. Uh, they really are too good not to. All right. So Arctic has the initiative here, and he has just got done moving, or he's about to be done moving. We see a barrel roll there. So he has the advantage as far as shooting is concerned. He gets to fire all his shots off because he's better aces than I do. More of the mid-range aces you'll find on Empire side that I'm playing right now. I was a little sad that Countess Ryad was changed um, with the config on, uh, but they have since ruled that um, her ability does not work how it used to. So usually we could just put a cannon on, and she was potentially very good with that on the cannon, and then still being able to use her ability. But no, can't have nice things. Why? Because we're the Empire. So in reality, both FFG, I think, and Atomic Mass Games don't like the bad guy. Because we're the bad guy. Excuse me, I'm eating some yogurt as I prepare this video. Because, go play. It's that good. They can sponsor me if they want. Um, Originally, basically, what happened is I wasn't really sure as a third person on my side. I took Seven Sisters so that way Echo can use outmaneuver to get a good shot. And between Echo getting outmaneuver off and Ryad I assume that that's two ships with good mods. Could probably wipe something off the board. If not, sister can hopefully take care of the next turn. So that was the thought process behind. There's the decloak. Decloak to the right. Phantoms definitely don't want to joust anytime. Going to the right, they're picking up the evade, of course. Seeing he's sitting on the outside edge there, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I know Poe was in the orange and white. Um, Arrows of Hope, although that is the Trigger Happy Fly version of Poe. Just so we're all aware, there are in fact two versions of Poe Dameron. Get them both up here. So the Trigger Happy Flyboy is the one that allows you to do two actions in a turn with the cost of some stress, while the other Poe Dameron uh, lets you target him both himself still and anybody at range 0 to 2, but uh, you can only do it every other turn. Uh, Generally speaking, I prefer the black 270 Poe. However, the points objects that just came out, they have decreased the cost of Commander Poe by quite a bit. So I might be looking at him coming up. Um, just because sometimes, you don't really need the Poe to double on himself. It could be more interesting. I see the hard one there by me. Uh, but yeah, I'm definitely looking at doing Commander Poe. Gives another option of flexibility. In case you're wondering, there are little white strips behind Arctic's ships. That is because we don't have, I shouldn't say we don't have, I have acrylic, and I only have 4 acrylic foil markers. And at some point, perhaps I will give him some, but that time has not yet come, and he that half the money has almost moved that ship there. They boosted around. That was a good idea. Um, I think though I would have tried to boost straight or just wait, because then he could have hard turned in on his bank. Um, there's another boost by Simon Poe coming in. Excuse me, faster than I anticipated when we were playing. So I had thought he'd slow roll to come in, which would give me more time to spread my ships out and get arcs better. The only true one that can handle taking Poe head on, I think, is Ryad. Echo and Sister definitely do not want to fight Poe. As you see there, it looks like 3 hits rolled by him. Good start. Can't argue that at all. The paint is hot. So the shot was to Echo. Ooh, let's see. Evade, focus blank, so trail mix. I think I ended up burning a force, taking one on a shield, Yes, I'm correct. Um, there we go. Just one. Because if it was a second shot, and yeah, it'll be obstructed too. But since he came faster than I anticipated, I didn't want to lose the evade because I was afraid both him and Poe would just come in and push hard into me. I see. Well, it looks like I hit focus. I don't see the third dice. Um, going four. No extra damage, so I must have evaded that one. Recloaking. So with him holding hard in the middle of the board here, um, made my fat pudge fingers. So he was trying to tell me I had a shot back, and my arc is too wide yet. So I had no shot back. So looking as I did, yeah, I can't remember which one is nub or which one is Elo, but I got Countess on the top of the screen right now. You can see the dial for her. Uh, I wanted to push her hard in, and then hard one, I believe, with the sister, and then do either a decloak to the left with Echo or a forward decloak, and then try to engage the outmaneuver. Um, Meanwhile, I don't know obviously, but I think for him it would be nice, easy, slow roll up the middle, or at this point, come in hard as you can with Poe, maybe like a three bank. You can do a four straight or another three bank on the other side there. If you want to push that middle between two large rocks. Um, I think that if he does that, though, he'd overcommit, which means yes, he would own that portion of the field, but it leaves his flanks very much wide open. But it would put a lot of pressure on Sister. And between the two coming in, I feel it should be pretty frail. She probably won't last very long. All right. And then the other two sitting at the top there by the dish for the Death Star. Knowing that Sister Ryan is sitting there, probably waiting for me to do my dials. If I were him, I would have done a one bank. If you want to try to shoot at her, or I think the other choice is to, because guessing it's going to do a three hard, do a three bank towards Ryan and fight her over there. There's the cloak happening now. We'll see if I think I went forward here. Again, to try to use the outmaneuver. I also have the collision detector, so I don't really care about the rock there. Yeah. So I'll decloak onto the rock. Spend one charge, of course, of the collision detector. So ignore that rock. Here she comes. Three bank, apparently I did. And then, yeah, I mean, Riot is, if she was an initiative 5, she would be the perfect defender. Like, I don't think I'd use any of the other ones ever again. And perhaps that's why they made her initiative 4. so she can be an ace. But with the forward speed, being able to turn it on into a 4K, whatever you want, super good. All right, and then apparently a two straight, which looking at that, I shouldn't have one bank. Like I said, or one hard. I just debated. Um, Leaving Echo over there by himself is probably a horrible choice. I mean, potentially a block here on the 1 T70. Also Poe, but again, I assume Poe's doing a bank maneuver. I don't think he'd go straight. Could if you wanted, I suppose. We see the two bank up on top there towards the Countess and sister. My hope over here was that if sister went first, she could knock off shields, and then excuse me, if Ryan went first, knock off all the shields, while sister went ahead and used her ability to crack shot and push damage into the hull. And he boosted in. I mean, he's like, I don't need no mods. I don't care about those. Mods are dumb. Why the hell do I have that on there? There. Get rid of that. That's a little more room at the bottom. I apologize. I didn't realize that was on. All right. There's a mark. And this Poe shoots past. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Loving it. Um, Not loving the range one trade that's going to happen, but, a range one into Poe, potentially really good. I actually don't think I took that shot at the Poe now I think about it. And there's the boost. I still should have shot Poe. Coming in hard. I mean, he's zooming past Countess on the top of the screen. Plus, he's ignoring Echo, leaving back there. So it's like you got two ships coming hard in on Sister now. So she's kind of trapped. And it's like, well, I could go forward, and he'll swing in behind me. I see there. He took some stress to get a focus token. Let's watch shooting here before I open my yapper anymore. All right, good roll there. Spend focus, I believe, for 3. Two blanks and a focus. Good rolls for him. I believe that's. No, I chose not to spend any evade, I think. Or the force, again, thinking I could push damage back in. But alas, I don't believe I was able to. Really cool dice for me to beginning. Range 1 there. What's that? Either 3 focus or 1. She evades out. So you got hit, focus. So this is 4 hits into Echo. Echo will have 2 dice with a force, a focus, and evade. I'll spend force, I believe. And Echo takes 2. Yeah. So I'll go with the card on. And it gives him 38 points now. This is turn 3. So, and at this point, I just realized, like, wow, Jesus. It's just going to be easier to hope that if my dice are warmer on offense, maybe I could push, some damage back through. We'll have to see, though. And right now, I know Countess is going to shoot, but let's see if it is. Oh, it's 3. So there's a heroic trigger, I think, here. 3 hits. Maybe out of focus. Hard to see. I think. Oh yeah, those were tracers actually. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. We're all third locking over there. So sister into. I think it's Nub up on top. Okay, so this is Echo range 1. Get blank focus for him. So he took a crit there. So that was super good for me. Pretty sure that's Elo down there in the bottom. If not, yogurt. I hate yogurt, especially with the raspberries. All right, another rage 1. And another bad roll there. Well, putting down dials again, that's for sure. And think I didn't see what crit that was. For those who are watching it are probably faster than me. I don't know what we were just doing. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Sometimes as we play, he remembers things and says, "Well, oh, you didn't could have shot." Okay, yeah, I don't want to shoot, but you could have shot. Okay, we'll check. Okay, I missed. So, usually it's because I don't want to, but there have been a few times where I actually forgot, like I had a return shot or something. So in those cases, I usually don't want to roll because if he wouldn't say it to me, then I wouldn't be paying attention enough though I had a return shot. So, if it was a tournament or something, that's not your job to tell your opponent to shoot when they can shoot. So the yogurt is gone. All right. So this round, uh, it's stress on pose, so he's not gonna, you know, uh, do a talent or a K term. Uh, if I remember correctly, I forgot that Poe had R4 on. So in reality, I should have been ready for the hard two, but frankly, I'm not. Uh, and I'm pretty sure that's not my turtle act over there. Nub does a 4K, I believe. Uh, and Archer does a great job because I believe he 4Ks and boosts in, which is just, that's what you want to do. Um, to make it a good advantage. And I think that since I forgot Poe has the R4, that I do a hard one with Sister. And I should have done. Oh no, I do a decloak to the left and try to stay behind the Elo there. Stay outmaneuver. Um, gosh, I think I was really just struggling because I was like, I don't know if it's gonna clear. I could go forward and decloak, but then I would send to myself, and that might have been a better choice to go bank over two and then uh, just leave it go at that. It probably would have been a better choice for me looking back instead of trying to debank the bank decloak behind where I am now. So, oh well. Elo over there, I think doing the talent there to the left, I think probably would have been a best choice for him. But alas, he does not. And I think I do a hard one. after the decloaked honor to Echo. So, probably not the best choice. Here's the hard one. My sister, yep. I think it take evade. Because again, I don't know why, but for some reason I was like, yep, you win 4K, and he does that. It is a hard two. I was like, wow, I was so apparently blind, or I don't know, something, that I did not see any of his turns coming in this round at all. Not one. So, there's the turn. Again, setting up for the side here, and I was like, well, I can't boost forward, so maybe slow rolls again. It'd be better to barrel roll over. That was my thought process, but can't have all those either. And the bump, because I also forgot. That's right. I also forgot for some reason that I went before him. I thought, oh yeah, he'll go first. Ryan will come in. No, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Apparently, I had three bank dialed in. Should have done like a one, but I didn't. There's a two straight there for yellow, who I think just takes a focus. And I don't like those focuses. We both won from the I forget which kid had the other focus, and it was just not anything that was nice to look at. I totally like the old uh, greenish eye, not the clear green eye. There, he dropped it. It came apart. Um, and afterwards, I asked about it, or I think I did there. He's like, "Oh yeah, the peg is loose." I'm like, "Well, we have other pegs we could just put in there." So I don't know why we didn't. And it's like, it's the one I had. Okay. So yeah, there's the 4K range one. Yep. So he target locks and takes a focus, and no stress from it either. So that's super good. Gotta do some marking. All right. So I do believe he bumped her, so he can't get shot from Countess, and this is annoying. But it's all my own fault for doing a bad job piloting and him doing a better job piloting. Well, he did, Bobby Burrow rolls out. That's what it is. Because his wings are still closed on Poe, or he closed them when he activated. I don't remember which now. So I followed up with a barrel roll. I take stress for focus. I wouldn't have. I would have probably just gone ahead and turbo locked. Yeah, whatever. So I think it's hit crit focus on the roll. And Countess, let's see, we get evade. That one I think is cocked, we agreed upon. Evade, focus. Something. So Countess, she takes at least one. Oop, I'm going to go up the rock. There's remeasuring. Try to play clean game as much as we can, but sometimes accidents happen, especially when you're 11. Looks like hit crit focus, I believe. I think that was something too. Because of where things were at, there were several times where he didn't spend tokens because he was concerned about it. With the rack we determined. I think I supposed to spend a force to get it out. So I think at some points though he's playing a little bit too defensively. I think he should have spent it and pushed to get all that damage in. Because if you kill Sister, you can take both T70s into Countess. Not worry at all. And Elo should survive one more attack from Echo, and then you can either have him run or have those others focus on the Countess and create a game state where it's 2-1, which is horrible then. Spending the evade. And trying to confirm the damage. And the shot, he should have rolled one less dice because we forgot that those wings were closed. We do change that later on. So now up to 62 for him because there's no shields left for sure on Sister. And so yeah, eventually we do figure out somehow. I think as we're looking at stuff that the wings should have been considering when we did the shot, but they weren't. So, excuse me. It is a long day sometimes, you know? Just a long day. 36 minutes on the game clock. So, a little bit under half here. The range, one shot back. Excuse me. Uh, from Sister to Elo. And I think over here, that's what we're looking at is here is determining Elo to Sister. I wish I had focus or the force. I spent it offensively. Hit crit naturally, so that's really good. But her crack shot ability not on mine. Was it blank focus? And the other one I don't know. So blank focus. No heroic on that. Spend it for one, takes a crit. Onto Elo. And then over the kill shot for Echo here. Since Sister couldn't finish it. So Echo hit crit crit. That should be enough to take off Elo. So at this point, felt pretty good about myself there. Putting it back 57 to 62 within 5. I mean, yeah, Sister's really beat up and Echo's beat up, but it's like, well, uh, Riot almost full. You get the shields off with Nub. It's like, oh, yeah, he's got a full pull, but like, I'm still feeling pretty good at this point. So, shot Riot down to Nub, used a target lock. I think it was hit blank blank. I target locked it and rolled then hit focus focus and cursed my very existence that I just didn't wait and wasted a mod there. Oh well, what can you do? So Echo with the decloak, and then uh, banking towards Nub there to bank, and then doing like a hard one, turn back hard in, thinking catch him as he's probably going to come in, or he's going to try to 4K again. Either way, a good spot for Echo. Sister, I think I do a 2 talent here. Um, Thinking that if I do 2 talent, he just puts by, like a 1 straight or something. With Echo doing that and her doing that, it's like, well, there's a real good chance to pour some damage to the Nub and almost kill him. And with Countess there, I think it was going to go, well, that's only 4K. But, didn't know if that would clear. Excuse me. Jeez. I need more sleep, apparently. All right. As for him, if I were him at this point, um, I think I would have done. Well, I'm guessing the decloak might happen. I would have done either one bank, real easy, and turned in, and then Poe can do a hard 2 again, barrel roll off, and boost if he had to get a shot. Or I think probably the 200 would be the best one. Let's see about the decloak. Okay, yep, so I did that right. That looks pretty good. But yeah, I was trying to make the turn, and then try to decide if like which one I wanted to do, because if it bumped, where would the other ones be at? Doing the two tail in there was a stupid idea. I think if I had been smart, just simply doing it one hard, uh, and then just waiting. Take the evade, use your force, and just see if you can stay alive through other shots to deny points, and then just keep giving him something to shoot at. That would have been a better choice. But nope. Apparently I did a 4K. I did a 3 hard. Somewhere here I started doing 4Ks. Maybe it's after this. Just token up and wait for the best. And there's another 4K by Nub. And this will give Nub double mods into Ryad. So that's horrible. I think he takes off another shield or two here from this shot. Is again range 1. The only good thing is I got 3 defense dice with the focus with an evade when he shoots. So we're both very modified for the shot when it takes place. There's the hard 2. So blue 2 thanks to R4. I'll bring that up quick in case anybody has forgotten what R4 does. All right, there it is. And we'll just so as you can see, the card though decrease difficulty of your speed 1 and 2 basic maneuvers. That does not include uh, the K turn or the Talon. Sloops, those are all advanced. So this is just basically everything else. We also learned we can't use natural lighting for recording anymore because it kind of darkens up a few spots here where, yeah, when somebody walks in front of it, you can tell the difference and it really darkens parts of the board. So, we learn things as we go. Only a little about 24 minutes left to play, so not too much time at all. Sorry for that. Just trying to make it big enough people can read a little better. Play with some sizes. It's close enough. All right. So just put my dials out. And I think. Oh, I missed it. He did kill actually the sister. So puts him back on ahead here, 85 to 57. And there's a 3K gun ready. Now I did decloak here as I planned on doing the K turn. I thought, well, might not have a shot. The round after I should have a shot, and then I will still be on 4 defense dice with a force to modify, so I should ideally be able to dodge most of what he throws. And here's Nub doing his K turn. So I think at this point, work with him. You target lock if you don't have one. You take a focus, and you go and kill Echo, and then let your full pole face off against a slightly wounded Ryad. I mean, most of the time, Poe should win that. All right, just over 20 minutes to play. As Poe does the hard 2 to come back around. Because, that's blue. Oh, there's the boost. Forgot. Coming in for the nice shot. Alright, the shot from Poe. Looks like the target lock. Spends it. Hit blank. I assume he's shooting Countess. Because, that's where I think he would shoot. Pick him up. All right. So post shoots. I don't think it's a goodie. He missed a shot at Echo. Echo lived. Spends it. Takes 3. And for sure, excuse me, for sure gives me a 5-point advantage there. Nub goes down to 1. So I really thought, wow, not bad for a bunch of 4s here at this point. Trying to struggle in vain. But pretty sure I lost another shield in there. So with 18 minutes to go, sorry about my chair. Now just under 18 minutes to go. Um, again, put the stress on. I think do another 4K with Nub and do a 1 bank with Poe towards both of them, or you could do a 2 bank and set up for the 3 talent next turn. Definitely a lot of choices there. So, but I decided that I had no problem trading Echo for Nub. Like if that trade happened, I was okay with that because I figured Countess could do a 5 and take a focus and just get the hell out of there. Like Poe cannot go fast enough to get clean shots at her. Wall double mod, and she probably at range 3 for most of it. So you're rolling 4 dice with a focus evade. You're probably fine 90% of the time. So that's a way I necessarily would like to win, but I have this thing about doing stuff. So there's no decloak by Echo. And there's the 4K. Thinking that again, he might just go straight. Um, so it might be better for me to 4K. If you go straight, you bump into, say, Echo, and then I'd have the range 1. So that seemed to be okay. Just about under 15 minutes left to play. Here is a tail. No, just a hard 3. Just a hard 3. Need a barrel roll to get out of Countess's arc. Good choice. Very important that when you're flying any kind of ace, even low ace like a 4, it's always important to realize that it's better sometimes to roll out or boost out just to try to simply avoid a shot altogether. There's goal. Bump it in. That's okay with me. All the right ones. All the right ones. Looks like getting ready to throw some considerable shots in right now. Choose my chair for squeaking. So, let's see, my choices are I can hard three to try to take out nub, or I can do a 4K and try to start taking some blink shots at toe, whichever. Um, Pull, I think like you consider going past, getting on the other side of those rocks, and hard turning in, and then chasing the Empire that way. No, no type of torpedo or anything, so you could do it too hard to the bottom, but realistically, you're going for block then onto count deaths, which would be fine if you can barrel back off the nub, maybe get an arc shot that way. Hard to say. And the decloak. Yay. Now you will notice that there's a lot of times where we don't want to actually mark stuff. Usually that's because we're looking at it. You can kind of sometimes determine if you need to mark it. If this was indeed uh, more competitive, I guess we would probably mark it, but it's not that competitive, so we don't usually. So with that being said, though, I was a decloak off to the side there with a nice turn in slow because I figured, well, just in case he doesn't really engage. Uh, Again, I think he just, try to kill Ryad. I mean, it doesn't take much to realize the base cost of a defender is, about 40-ish points always for half, which would put him way back in the lead. So, makes sense when Vader pulled off his big boy gloves because he's, playing and stuff. Alright, so yeah, I determined that I might have another pop shot at me. Wasn't sure, so I decloaked. Excuse me, not decloaked, recloaked with Echo. So 9 minutes to go, where things are at. Again, I should be running only because that's a legitimate reason. Once you have the point advantage, you really probably should practice keeping it, not practice fighting. So, all right. Let's see what we're doing there. Four dice, two hits, I think two blanks. Red burning tokens to take no damage. Just under 7 minutes now. Well, it's going to happen. They're going to happen very shortly. It's only 5 points between us. I mean, Poe hits like a freaking truck. Brad hits like a truck, but the Poe truck goes first. So, yeah, that's probably important. Squeak. Putting the last of the dials out. Let's see. I think those things we're looking back at it, the best choice would be for Echo to do a T-cloak to his left. I think the going up and left, and then hard running back in. Did I do that? Nope. As you can see, I went straight. So yeah, it would have been better than to go the other way. Possibly broadside shot if you're gonna burn your stupid collision detector either way. Well, then you might as well just burn it and be broadside of the damn rock anyway. So that was a poor choice by me on flying. So then there is Echo. Focus evade. Open against hope. He gets a broadside shot. Just thinking that again, just trying to get out of those arcs, check out maneuver. Um, just full of mods, um, both of them. At some point, I'm going to probably work this. I do like all these ships. I find them to be all very good at issue 4. I mean, you can be out aced, but if flown correctly, it can really absorb a lot of shots at the initiative and then put some serious hurt back in. Um, I personally can also say that I have never tried flying 3T70s. I generally try to run some kind of mix of ships because generally you run the same type of ship. The problem we run into is that whatever inherent flaw might be in one as far as like a weakness, like if you run 3 aces, that's the thing. You could run, you know, I want to say decimated for some reason, but like that type of ship, then whatever type it is you pick inherently has whatever it is against it. Whereas you take like, oh, I'll take a jouster, uh, more of an uh, dodgy the dodge to the corners. You know, if you look at the build itself, I mean, ride straight up jouster. Echo, he wants to be a flanker. Sister, kind of a light secondary attacker. As you spend the evade there, I think I still take 2 and die on Echo. Yes, Echo's gone. Really good shot. Poor Echo. That swings it back to now 122. With only a minute 43 left. I mean, I have to kill Nub. If I shoot Nub and he gets another turn, it's basically done because he can just do a 4 straight or a 3 bank barrel over or boost over. Probably a boost. He gets a focus. So I have to shoot range 3, possibly obstructed. Like that's what we're looking at here. This is very long shot in the dark uh, thing to me. All right, and then here's the counter. And I have to burn and evade, which takes me another one. But I'm still not under half, which is the biggest thing here. Still has not scored half points on Riot. And then here's the counter shot by me with just 30 seconds to go. Spend it for 3. Heroic. Evade focus. And Nub also removed with 10 seconds to go. You know, that's the game there. All right, everybody. Real briefly, I will let the verse run out, but at this point, we talked and said, well, let's just do a final salvo. And we did. And he rolled hit, focus, blank. And I rolled focus, focus, blank. And so by that point, Arctic had won in final salvo. So thanks for watching Friday Night Fiasco. and look forward to some more Friday Night Fiasco coming your way shortly. Please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things. And we'll be seeing you next time.